Oh, John aka Chicken Fillets here, and it's time that we should have a look at my recent pickups. Now, it's actually been quite a while since I've done one of these. When was it again?
4 months ago, since the last time we did one of these videos. It was 4 months ago since the time of this recording. Now it's 4 months ago.
So yes, it was 4 months ago since we did a pickups video like this. So without further ado, let's get cracking on and see what I've picked up. Now usually I only show off the games I've picked up, etc, but this one I had to show off because if you're Scottish like me, this is a prime addition to any collection. So I was in a charity shop recently and I picked up the Chewing the Fat, the complete collection DVD box set. This is an absolute steal. I picked up for £2. Now, if you're unaware, Chewing the Fat is a classic Scottish comedy, and to pick this up brand new, you're looking at about 20-25 quid. So really happy to pick this up. I mean, the box is a little battered, but the discs are, it looks like it's never been watched. But yeah, Chewing the Fat, awesome.
What about
Now, before we actually get onto the games, I've actually picked up 2 new figures for the collection as well. So let's have a look. So these figures are both from Vinted, and I got them really cheap, especially one of them, which I'll tell you a bit more about. Now, if you've been keeping an eye on the channel, I've discussed quite a lot about Yokai Watch. I've completed Yokai Watch 1 and I've just recently completed Yokai Watch 2 Bonus Spirits on the Nintendo 3DS. And to commemorate it, you've probably just seen a bit off the camera there, I picked up for £1, yes, £1, a Jibanyan for my collection, because Jibanyan is the boy. Honestly, I had a fantastic time with Yokai Watch, and I just thought, you know what, I'll get a little figure to go with the collection that I've got on the shelves. I should really show you this room in general. If you want a game room tour or game cupboard tour, let me know down there. Now again, another one that I picked up from Vinted. Now before I show you the one that I got, if you collect Final Fantasy figures, especially if they're boxed, right? Final Fantasy figures in general are pretty expensive, you know, the Play Arts ones. Now usually you're looking at about £50 to £70 upwards for any sort of Final Fantasy figure, unless it's like Final Fantasy 12, which for some reason they kind of stay on the low side. Now, before I show you, do not get angry at the Final Fantasy that I got, the Final Fantasy character should I say. It's Final Fantasy 13 Lightning. I got the Lightning model for my collection. I've got heaps of the figures around the room, and this one was like £15. The only problem with it, that the reason it was discounted, was there's a tiny stand at the back which holds the figure up. That had a slight break in it, but everything else is immaculate, so I was like, yeah, you just had to pick up. Plus, I like Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13, etc. So I wanted to get Lightning into the collection. We've got 6 gaming pickups today, and we're going to start off with the Wii U pickup. Now, I have a small Wii U collection, but this is one that I kind of wanted to play because it has an awful reputation. Any guesses? Yeah, it's Sonic Boom. I've picked this up because of its reputation of being a bad game. I wanted to see what it was actually like. Plus, I like my Sonic games. I mean, I do like Sonic 06. Yeah, it's... I've played a little bit of it, and yeah, the reputation certainly precedes itself. Now, next up is a PlayStation 5 game, and yes, you could probably guess what it is. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Absolutely amazing, and yes, it is still my game of the year. Utterly brilliant. I loved every second of it. Music's amazing, combat is still fantastic with those additional changes, and just honestly, if you've not played it, get your hands on it. It's awesome. A wee while back I was down in London with James from The Review Ting.
James has given up on the PSP.
and we went past a couple of game shops, etc. And I did actually pick up a game whilst I was down there. It's for the Nintendo Switch. It is Tales of Symphonia Remastered. Would you actually believe that it is a Tales game that I've not actually played yet? I quickly put it in just to make sure it was working, because I mean, most games do work when you buy them with the Switch. But yeah, I mean, I still need to actually put a lot of time into this. Again, I just booted up, but it is one that I plan to get played this year. So this next one, I don't actually know too much about it. I know that it's made by the same people who did Dragonrompa, I think that's how you pronounce it. So I picked up recently, was it Master Detective Raincode? Now, full honesty, I had no idea. I've seen people talk about it, etc. But I've not really... I just thought I'd pick up on a whim just because it had good feedback. Now, one thing I did not know is that the loading screens on this is ridiculous. I put it in to test it out and I thought the game was broken. It literally took about 20-30 seconds before the game booted up fully. It was like on a black screen for ages. I was like, this is ridiculous. I actually restarted the Switch just in case it was my Switch had bricked, which thankfully didn't. But I mean, from what I've played, again, testing it out, graphics for this game looks fantastic. It is one I am looking to delve my teeth into quite soon. Pick two more left here, and this one is a Dragon Quest game. It is Dragon Quest Treasures. Now, again, I saw a lot of the adverts for this one on YouTube, etc. I've seen people talk about it, but it's not one I actually really paid attention to. Now, this one was £15. Like, what a bargain for a Dragon Quest game. So, you know what? No love lost. You know, if it's not great, hey ho, you know, it's not breaking the bank. But I am actually looking forward to this one. I'll let you know what I think of it once I've played it. Now, the last pickup for today, I have been waiting for this one. I wanted the physical edition for it, and it was on a lot of Game of the Year lists for last year. If you've not guessed it by now, it is Sea of Stars. I didn't realise that the physical edition came out. We were just in a shop earlier on today and seen it on the shelf, and I was like, oh, I picked it up straight away. My wife was probably just like, oh no, what's he doing? Sea of Stars, I played the demo of it. It played fantastic. I didn't play too much of the demo because once I did the first battle and saw how amazing the graphics was, I wanted to save everything for when I actually picked up the game physically. So yeah, I am looking to play this one as soon as possible. So there we have it. Those are my recent pickups. Let me know what games you have picked up recently in the comments down below. Now, if you like what you're hearing and seeing on the channel, please help me grow it by liking, sharing and subscribing. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything Chicken Fillets, you know what to do by now. Hit that notification bell. Anyway, this has been John, aka Chicken Fillets, and until next time, daddy bye. This room is so hot.